Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to demonstrate how I put together an adult enclosure for a Phidippus regius from scratch. So this is an 4x4 by 8 AMEC box with ventilation holes drilled in it. This is using the Spooky Sweet Spoots template, which is very nice. Gives a lot of cross ventilation. Full disclosure, I didn't make this. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace along with a couple others from a lovely gentleman who was selling them. Yay! So, to get started, I've got the two halves of the enclosure. I've got a few different things here. I've got mesh. I've got crush pad material. I've got various and sundry different fake plants, and something that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. This cute little flower tree thing. I'm going to take the sticker off the bottom, which fits quite nicely right in there. So I think, yeah, that fits right really nice like that. I like that. It's very cute. Kind of fairy core, cottage core. I like it. So the way I like to approach a jumping spider enclosure is to understand their behavior first and foremost. And to understand their behavior, you have to understand that they are arboreal, meaning that your spider, and I can give you an example here with my little girl Gidget. Where is she? There she is. Gidget here in her little, this is a 3x3x6. She spends, I can tilt this the right way, there we go, 90% of her time in this upper portion here. She's actually right there in her little hammock hanging out. She was out earlier playing around and did great with a little handling session. I think she's tuckered out now, so she is sleeping, getting ready to sleep in her little enclosure. So the way I look at a jumping spider enclosure is that this section is the part that the spider is going to live in. This is their home. This section, the bottom section, is for us, is for the human. Top part for the spider, bottom part for the human. Because they're not going to spend a whole lot of time down here. They're going to spend most of their time up in the top part, doing their spider things, hanging out. So, about 1/3 for the spider, 2/3 for us, basically. And, you know, I look at it that way because I want to be able to look at an attractive looking enclosure. It's going to sit on the shelf. I may not see the spider all the time, but I want something pretty to look at. So, I've got my hot glue gun heating up, and what I want to start with is some substrate, and for that I like to use crush pad material. So it's great, you get it for like 20 bucks at Petco or online on Amazon. Alright, to get started, take my hot glue gun and just hot glue all around here. Probably enough. Now I'm going to get it down in the bottom, all the way into the bottom before the glue sets. Okay, so we've got our substrate, and it is ready to go. Let me get some of this off the back, maybe. They got smeared. The good thing about hot glue is you can scrape it right off the acrylic very, very, very easily. Okay, so that is our substrate. Next I want a little background material. So I've got this lovely little mesh stuff that I'm going to go ahead and use as a little bit of a backdrop. And I'm just going to gently, because I'm holding it, and this hot glue is like a billion freaking degrees. So gently, some hot glue. Try not to glue this stuff to my hand. And just gonna get it in here. Get it, ow! Hot glue hot. Hot glue hot. And attach it to the back. Now that's nice. Put my scissors here. And I'm just gonna trim right to the edge here. I'll save that little piece for later. We have some mesh in the back. I think I want to do the entire thing in mesh. And I can't find my actual roll of mesh, which is why I'm using scraps. So normally this would actually look better. So once again, hot glue. Trying to get it on enough of this to where it will stick, but to where I'm not going to stick it to my hand. Put that in there. Ow, 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 ow. Hot glue, very, very hot. And as you can see, I am failing in the endeavor to not stick it to my hand. Ouch. Okay, there's that. Some of the strings off of it, get some of the hot glue off of myself. And once again, I'm just going to trim the mesh to the sides and make sure that it's sticking well. The thing about hot glue is it sets up so nice and fast. That works well. Alright, so far we are looking pretty good. I just want to make sure that my lid still fits. It does. Oh, cute so far. Now I'm going to put in the big item, the centerpiece, which is this adorable, absolutely adorable little fairy house. Okay, so I'm just looking at seeing how it fits in here. So I'm going to do hot glue once again. Do the hot glue on the bottom. I think it's going to touch right here, possibly right here on the sides. I just want to make sure that we have good contact. Okay, there we are. Press that in so that it seats. Okay. Upside down, shake it, make sure that it's not going to come loose. It's not. Actually just glued it to the crash pad, which is fine because the crash pad itself is moss with a fabric backing that is glued to the bottom. So, I love it so far. It's cute. It's very cute. Alright, now I want to look at some things that will kind of match, and I like this so far. That's going to match nicely. I'd say this will probably match nicely. We're going for some more muted pastel colors with this one, as opposed to something that's going to be a little bit brighter. I do want some flowers in here. I have some super cute just little dollar store purple wildflowers that I think will fit very nicely with those. I do have some purple maple leaf. I don't know. Did it go in there? I don't know. Decide. And then these are probably too big to go in, but these are purple mums from Halloween, which I love, love, love. I am such a nerd for Halloween stuff. I love it. I want to try and use it, but I think these flowers are just a little bit too big. But we shall see. Alright, let's get, at the very least, this I think will be perfect. So I'm just going to set this in here and see how tall it is. And it is a bit too tall for the thing, but that's okay. Because, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip the smaller one off and keep that aside because I'm going to use it. And then kind of measure the size. Come on, come on. Against here, so I kind of want it to, I'm going to snip it about, let's see, there. Yeah, that works. That's about the right size. Going to take our hot glue and run it up the side of this to about there. Then I'm just going to set this down. No, 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 not like that. Like so, all the way down in the corner. I'll try and keep this. You can see it. There we are. Then we are in the corner. That's super cute. I am loving it so far. I think I have some little tiny mushrooms that I can put somewhere as well. Now I kind of want to do this one here in the corner, maybe. Maybe put it in the corner there. Or do I want to do this one over here and that one over there, maybe? Let's see, that's a little crowded. But if I turn this one, if I keep that one there, so let's put this one in. Get our hot glue. Ah, very, very hot. Very, very, very hot. Ah. Okay. I'm going to be smart. I'm going to use the backside of a chopstick to press this in, instead of using my fingers. It fits better anyways because I got big hands. That's really cute. Now if I turn this, instead of having it like this, if I turn it like this and slide it in, that would be perfect. So once again, we get the hot glue. It's a good amount there. And I'm going to slide it down, press it down, and then direct it into the corner as much as possible. There we go, with the chopstick. And that works. And hey, I didn't glue my finger this time. Hooray! Alright. So, it's looking absolutely so cute right now. Like, just super cute. So that's the back. The back is slightly ugly. That's fine. The side, I can get some of these strings off. The other side. And let's see what it looks like with our top on. Top still fits. So now we need to look at actually doing the top of the enclosure. Well, there's a little more we can add to the bottom here. I want to add one more thing over in this corner here. And that's going to be our flowers that I almost forgot. Okay, let's see here. And if we go down in the corner, just like so, oh, that's gonna be so cute. So this is gonna be our spring kind of fairy garden themed enclosure. All right, chopstick. Get that in there. In the corner. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that's nice and cluttered. I like a cluttered enclosure. I think the jumpers do as well. They really do seem, they like cover, they like to hide. So giving them a little place to shelter, place to make a safe space for themselves, I think is really important. Alright, so far, we are looking like this. And I'm loving it. One thing I want to do, I want these flowers to stick up a little bit more. So I'm just going to come in, I'm going to put a big gob of hot glue right into the corner of my hand. I'll use my hand. Ah, jeez. Oh boy. I'm trying very, very hard to keep this family friendly because I do have a mouth like a sailor. And I'm going to do the same thing with this actually as well. Some glue here. I'm just going to press it over there. That way these stand up a little bit more. That didn't quite work. Hold it up there, get it to set a little more. Better. That one's just falling off. Okay. So, let's see what else I have here. And I've got just a bowl of random stuff. Various sundry earrings, jewelry, and rocks. Got a bunch of rocks in here. Let's see. Will that work somewhere? That's really cute. Put that in the bottom somewhere. What else? Ooh, that's a nice rock. That'll fit with the color scheme. Of course, now that I'm looking at it, thinking, okay, that was a sewing needle. That was a sewing needle directly into the ball of my finger. That's lovely. Okay, we're done digging through the thing. I think if I was gonna add anything at the bottom, I should have done it before I put everything else in, of course, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. Let's work on the top. So the top is important because that's where our jumper is going to live. And what I'm going to do here, decide which corner is which. Here. And I'm going to add some more of these flowers just in the top corner and kind of bend them over like so. This time I'm just going to try to glue directly into the, do I not have enough? And I don't have enough glue in the gun. Fortunately, on my insanely cluttered desk, I keep my hot glue sticks. Very hot right now. There we go. So, nice big gob of hot glue. Take my flowers and just press them into the corner. Like so. I'd actually do this where you can see me. Probably help. I'm really not making the best content right now. Uh-oh, my flowers are falling out. So, just take the chopsticks, press them in there. Now I'm going to leave this upside down for a minute. Kind of make sure I didn't get hot glue in where it's gonna needs to latch together. Let's see here. A couple of these leaves are giving me problems, so I'm just going to snip them. And on this side, I'm just going to snip off the stuff that's like kind of not wanting to let the two sides meet. There it is. So, we're starting to look good. Not quite there yet. Need something on this side. Let's see, what do I have? Ooh, I know what I have that can go on that side. This is a walnut shell hide that I made. I have a walnut tree in my yard, which means that every year I get a crap ton of walnuts. English walnuts, decent for eating, but means that the shells are these perfect shells. Now we're going to take this over here, and I'm just going to connect it to the side, to the side or to the top. I think to the side works better. Like so. Oh, turn it around toward the front. Let's actually face it toward the front. Alright, so now we've got a little hide in, which I'm actually going to take out because I'm going to do one more thing here. Take this scrap of mesh. This scrap of mesh here I want to go ahead and use. So once again, with the hot glue and my hands. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, that's ow, burning. Ow, very burning. Okay, just get on there. Ouch, ouch. That'd be take a drink every time I burn myself with hot glue. Very painful. I just want to get some of the strings out of here, although they won't bother the spider one bit. they'll actually use them for like grippies. Okay, I want something else. Let's see here. Got this. And I think this mat would make a really nice addition to this. So let's see what I've got. See what I can do here. Let's see if I can glue this maybe. Let's see, how do I want this? Do I want it like so? Do I want it over here maybe? Okay, let's go. And this is the fun of building these habitats. Every single one is going to be completely different because I'm literally just flying by the seat of my pants. Okay, so we've got that. Just because I want to add a little extra, that to be on top. Because I want a little extra cover in here. And then we can put our little hide in here. I'm going to put it kind of toward the back because, again, you know, jumpers, they like their cover. And it fits. So I'm just going to clean up some of the glue here. And I don't put a water dish in for a jumping spider. If this were for a tarantula, I would. But for jumping spiders, they are fine if you just miss the one side of their enclosure every day or so. Usually every day, sometimes twice a day, depending on how dry it is. And they will drink off the acrylic. Tarantulas, they seem to like a water dish. But that is a very messy, very chaotic, cluttered, crowded jumping spider enclosure. And I'm loving it. So when Gidget molts one more time, she will go into something like this. Right now she's absolutely fine in her 3x3x6. This is a 4x4x8. This will be the adult size enclosure that she'll go into, but this one is actually going to go up on my Etsy store here. My Etsy is Dark Sun and Shade. It's where I'm going to sell my jumping spider stuff. And yeah, this enclosure will be available to purchase. So, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you learned something. I know I had a lot of fun making this. Subscribe if you want to see more. Like this video if you enjoyed it. And I will catch you next time. Thank you. Bye.